I think I work for events because I like the operational element. I like the fact that you think outside the box, and at the end of the day, you make it work. Particularly with events and Safe Events Global, we're very much a can do rather than a can't do. And that's what I find most interesting about it, is finding the solutions and still making people safe and working in enjoyable events.
It's very enjoyable. I feel as kind of event managers, we are kind of facilitators of fun. What we do before, during and after an event is to provide an atmosphere where anyone can come and enjoy themselves and feel that they can do it safely, so that they can get here, have a good time and get home.
Because it's fun. You learn new things every day, and they're never the same. I mean, every day is just a different day.
By accident. Bumped into somebody who was also a firefighter, who was working in events at the same time. Asked me if I could give him a hand at Download Festival, and I said no. I was on with something else, and then that didn't come off, and then I rang him up and I said, well, if you still want somebody, I might come and have a look, and that was it. I was hooked.
I kind of fell into it, and I think that's how most people get into it. So I've got a theatre background. When I was in college, I used to do security in a nightclub. That's where I met Mark, and he got me to do a few bits and pieces over his time in different places. And then working through theatre, you tend to get jobs on events and stuff, so I would be more on the production end, stage management end, that kind of thing. And then through just how life has made its way around, I've ended up working for Safe Events and working on their events.
That's a long and winding road. I suppose I worked in finance for 17 and a half years, which I done some events with my later side of it, but I suppose back in 2015 I had been volunteering and helping out with events and a festival, and going from there and running different events and stage managing those and producing them or whatever like that. But back to 2015, I ended up getting sick. I did suffer with panic attacks, anxiety, and probably a bit of depression, and I needed to do something for myself. I needed a release. I played sport all my life, and that had finished, retired, too many injuries, and I ended up needing something. So I done a diploma in event management by night, as well as working my finance job, and got that completed. And from that, and from a contact that I had who had been in events and is in events, told me about Sidestage. Sidestage was an event run by Safe Events, or Cuckoo Events that it was at the time, and it was all about people getting into events and helping them go into that. So I went to that, and like I am today, I'm trying to be a sponge and soak it all up. And yeah, that drove me and gave me a kind of a broader knowledge of events and how they run, and I suppose leading into the safety side that we do in Safe Events and looking after that and ensure it just kind of got the graw for it, and wanted to develop that and have really good events that I would do freelance. I still worked with the bank and finance, and it was driving those forwards. Took on a bigger role looking at those, working with local councils, chambers, running in-house events for that. So it just kind of developed from there. But yeah, volunteering and being a participant in an event in 2007 was how I got here. And it just was something, probably more or less a sport injury that kept me out of sport for 3 or 4 months, that pushed me into doing something out of my comfort zone.